Hi guys, it's the Forgetful Scholar. Let's chat about books. So this week is Treasure and Bad Communication. Again, it's a 2-week kind of week. I think that's just for right now with my schedule. I think that might be how it's going. I used to try to do at least three books a week, but I found myself like rushing the third book, and I don't want to do that. I want to give it the respect it deserves, because I love books and I don't want to just rush through the third one. So I think I'm just going to give myself a break and do as many books as I can in that week, whether it's 1, 2, 18, whatever. Probably we're going to do 18, but you know what I mean. So I hope that's okay with everybody. So I'm going to talk about first the one that I call Treasure, and it's Stalked by a Kraken, a Monstrous match by Lilian. That is a really pretty cover, right? Okay, so the Kraken, so this world, okay, I will say this is FM contemporary, and this book I'll give 3 stars. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. Okay, so Lilian is the Kraken, and he's sort of a treasure hunter, him and his 2 best friends who happen to be demons, and he's hired to find this amulet for this family. Now, that's kind of like, I didn't like how unimportant that was, and how it was very much pushed to like a 3rd tier plotline, He comes across Rose, who is a witch who owns a bathhouse. Now, the bathhouse is what you think it is. It's for couples to go and have a good time. And she is a matchmaking witch, so she could kind of read the soul. Sorry, I was scratching my legs. I'm covered in mosquito bites. Anyway, she's a matchmaking witch, so she could read soul threads and match it up with a good match, like probability. And she's very good at it, but she's lost her confidence because she has a prior relationship that ended really badly. That being said, Lilian sees Rose across a crowded cafe and is like, that's my mate. Insta-lust, as I like to call it. And I get it, paranormal, because this is very paranormal, forgot to mention it's paranormal romance. And I get it, paranormal romances, they tend to be like, this is my mate at first sight, and I'm not a fan of it, but I tolerate it a lot more if there's a paranormal element to it. Lilian is a Kraken, and I wish we got a little bit more of his personality, to be honest with you, because it would be fascinating. Because he seemed very calm and collected, and just my own brain, I would think like a Kraken would be kind of hot-headed, kind of temperamental, but that's, the author went with a more calm, logical character, and I don't hate that. That's awesome. I thought he was very interesting. I like Rose's personality for the most part. The writer was very consistent with the personalities. There was one part where the 3rd act conflict where Rose apparently all of a sudden got this huge temper out of nowhere. And I kind of got why it happened. Like, things just kind of escalated for her. I would have liked to seen a little bit more temper maybe earlier on with Rose, because it just felt kind of out of nowhere. But then when she's in the middle of the 3rd act conflict, I liked that the Rose we knew from the entire book kind of came back. This kind of sweet, very caring person came back. I think all the supporting characters were really well written. It's a short book, but I liked how there was just a sense of familiarity with the people coming in and out, with family. So that was really well done. The world is fascinating. I love the world. I don't think I'll read the 2nd one in the series just because I'm not a fan of threesomes. Whether it's FFF, MMM, MMF, FFM. It's not my thing, so I don't think I'll read the 2nd one because that is an MMF. If there's a 3rd book that comes out that isn't a threesome, I'll probably hop in and give that a try. The world is fantastic. So I don't know if humans know about the paranormal, but there's a lot of different paranormal species, and they have their own council, and they're kind of hidden. Again, I don't know if the humans know about them or not. So I kind of would have I thought it would be cool if even if a friend was a human, so we could kind of get how humans feel about the paranormalness, like if they know about them and hate them, they don't know about them, stuff like that. So it's 3 stars. I liked Rose and Lilian, the two main characters. I would say their relationship kind of escalated quickly. A little fast for me. I just couldn't. It didn't read really believable. You know, again, okay, he saw her across the room. He's a creature. That's my mate. Okay, it would have been kind of nice to know, like, okay, that is my mate, but I'm also falling in love with her. For her, that I thought that would have been interesting to me. For her, she has a lot of insecurities and self-doubt that go on. And I get it, especially when you meet the ex in the book, what a dick he is, so you kind of understand. The mystery wasn't that difficult to figure out. It was kind of like, oh yeah. Like the moment the ex shows back up at the bathhouse, I'm like, oh, this is why that happened, this is what that happened. Okay. Again, the mystery wasn't the main plot for this, so that's fine. I did enjoy that she kind of got her own revenge with the ex. That was enjoyable. The ending was cute, you know. Again, it's just, I don't know. I think they just fell into a little too fast for me to believe that it's forever. I like how, I did enjoy how they fixed kind of the different lifespan. Not really fixed, but was like, you know, I hate paranormal books where they don't address that at all. So I like that they did. I was quite happy with how they fixed that, so, or adjusted that, so that was good. Again, I think I'll check out this writer more, just not the next book, but I'll keep an eye on it. If there's a book that's interesting, I'll pick it up. I love the world in this. The characters had individual voices, and it was well paced and, you know, well written. So, you know, 3 stars. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. 3 stars. Okay, so the next book is Bad Communication. It's Contemporary. And this is The Broken H by J.L. Langley. Go. And this is a continuation of The Tin Star. Not really a continuation, but takes place in the same universe. So this is the sheriff's story, Grayson, and Shane, the foreman at his family's ranch, was called the Broken H. Now, Shane... Okay. Grayson's family took Shane in when he was 16. He's been working for them since then. He kind of thinks of the parents as family, and his story kind of starts off... Well, it doesn't kind of. Starts off with Grayson's father having a heart attack. So right off the bat, a medical emergency. Now, Grayson... I really liked his personality. I liked that he had a temper. I liked that he had to pull his temper in, and you're in his head as he's like struggling to pull his temper in. I like that his temper doesn't stay for a long time. Shane is a little more difficult to read. He is Native American of Apache descent. He is about, I think, 12 years older. Now, this is bad communication because a misunderstanding between these guys basically have them not speaking to each other for like 11 years. And Shane isn't sure why, but Grayson knows. And like, the writer was fantastic in that at least I felt Grayson's pain. I was like, oh, that hurts so much. Oh my gosh. Like, no wonder. Oh, that sucks. Like, I was there with him. It was kind of annoying that Shane was like, huh? Like, he didn't even notice. And I liked how that hurt Grayson too. Not that Shane didn't notice that they weren't talking, but Shane didn't realize that was why. And I liked how Grayson had a reaction to that as well, because I feel like that's real. You know what I mean? But then when we were in Shane's head, like, I forgave him instantly, because like with his point of view, how he saw that day, how everything happened, why, you know, he felt disgust was going on. So a little bit of a spoiler. So they stopped talking because when Grayson's like 16, he tries to kiss Shane, who is 11 or 12 years older, and he thought the look of disgust from Shane was because Grayson was gay. It wasn't that, because Shane's gay. He was disgusted because he thought he might have influenced Grayson in that, and he was disgusted with himself because he's always been really protective of Grayson. So there's a lot of like internal homophobia and like self-hate that goes on, at least at that age, and like coming to grips. I did think, the thing was with this, if I didn't read Tin Star, I would have thought they kind of fell insta-lust. But I had to remind myself, no, they've known each other since Grayson was 4. It's been 11 years that Grayson's been pining for Shane. So this isn't insta-lust. This is like unrequited love gets a happy ending. And there's a happy ending. And we do see Jamie and Ethan from Tin Star. They're in this, and I love how we just see a continuation of them, but they don't take over. I love that. And it's very natural. Like, Grayson's friends with Ethan, and Jamie and Shane is like friendly with them too. So, you know, it's sort of like they bump into Jamie in the mall, and, you know, they get invited to poker night. You know, it seemed very relaxed. It seemed very natural. It didn't seem like Jamie and Ethan were hornshoon in. It was just like, yeah, they're neighbors and they're friendly, and, you know, Ethan and Jamie are good friends with the sheriff, because the sheriff we saw in Tin Star was helping Jamie and Ethan with the threats on their life. So we already have like a standing baseline of a friendship in this world, and just made the town and the story feel a little bit more richer. Made it feel like more characters are in it. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So for this book, I will say, I think it's 4 stars, just because Tin Star I liked a little bit more. And I just wish there was like a little bit more to the story. It was too short to give it 5 stars for me, because I just wanted a little bit more. But I did really love the couple, and I thought they were so very cute, and it's a happy ending. So for this, there wasn't really a subplot. Like the Tin Star, there was someone taking threats on Ethan and Jamie's life. That was kind of the subplot. This, it was more like the medical emergency, you know, with Dad, and then Shane's kind of internal, well, if the Grayson's parents find out I'm gay, they're going to kick me out like my parents kicked me out. No, Grayson's parents are lovely. I did like the teasing between them. I like the relationship itself. There was no subplot, just like internal fears. And when you find out how Shane's parents treated him, you understand. I did like that we had a main character who's Native American. I don't feel like I've seen enough of those. I don't think like I've read enough of those. So I enjoyed it. And I thought so I enjoyed it. 3 stars. This week was fun. Found a new writer I'm gonna check out. Wish J.L. Langley kept going and not retired, but okay. But I whined about that last week, so I don't want to, but it's time for me to get back to the real world. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.